The PS5 is finally hitting the scenes, ladies. And what better way to get hyped over a console that looks like a Wi-Fi router than to tease one of the most iconic Spider-Man in his own solo game exclusive for the console. Today we are going to be talking about what we might get in the new PS5 standalone Spider-Man Miles Morales. Before the game comes out, I highly recommend you guys go watch Into the Spider-Verse and discover a whole new appreciation for the character. Miles Morales is one of the best Spider-Men out there. He's also been a fan favorite ever since Into the Spider-Verse shined some light on our boy. As soon as the new Spider-Man game for the PS5 was announced, Marvel fans, comic lovers, movie lovers, we all were hyped for this game even more than Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It was teased to be a standalone game for the PS5, making us more eager to save up $600 for the time being to buy both the game and the console. But when news got out that Miles might come as a DLC for the PS4 Spider-Man game, a lot of people got really butthurt about it. I mean, I can see where they're coming from. Knowing what's currently going on in the world right now, we can't stop that. If you ask me, getting mad over how a game is going to come out is very childish. It's a video game. If we can play it, then that's enough, don't you think? Get mad when the project gets cancelled. I'll even start the first bonfire if that happens. But right now, all we know about the game is that it stars Miles Morales and it's coming out on the PS5. That's all. So would you guys chill? Just chill, dudes. I don't want to trigger too much people, so I'll get to theorizing what the game might have to offer to the public. Right off the bat, we know that Miles will have his iconic spider powers, the Venom Strike, in the game. So we can say that it will take place much later after the PS4 game. Meaning we might get a Miles that has already been Spider-Man for a couple of months, maybe years. I'm not saying it's a fact, but it's a high possibility. Now what about the villain of the game? Into the Spider-Verse not only introduced a handful of Spideys and an entire multiverse, but it also introduced a handful of villains Miles faced. And the Prowler was one of them. For those of you who don't know, the Prowler was portrayed to be Miles' uncle, who he was really close with. This would later lead to his death by the hands of Kingpin, leaving us with another uncle dying on the new Spider-Man thing. Oh, we also got a modified "with great power comes great responsibility" speech, which is cool. Now for the PS5 game. We know that the PS4 Spider-Man game had a lot of loose ends, but that's just setting us up for Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. Will Spider-Man Miles Morales be that game? No, it won't. Again, this is a standalone game, adding a bit of expansion to the original game, but still having a 10-hour-long gameplay experience. Now that's a win-win for me. We're not sure about that, but it's not a bad idea. Heck, we might even get a cameo from our boy Peter Parker in the game. Now so far, we've only had a glimpse of what is to come of the game. Well, we know that Miles is gonna beat the shit out of baddies with some high-tech gear, that's for sure. Screen Rant also posted an article on how Wraith could be the big baddie in the game, which was subtle enough in the trailer. In that article, they also say that the Prowler might make an appearance in the game, which if you ask me is not a bad idea. Having that emotional scene in Spider-Verse was a perfect fit for the theme of the movie. So why not try and do it in a different way in the game? I mean, it's not a Spider-Man game without a tragic loss in the family, right? Oh, and this game takes place in winter too. Making it a Christmas game, y'all. What better way to spend Christmas than beating up baddies with high-tech gadgets with awesome spider powers and swinging over New York? Are these the only things that we can expect from the game? Well, not quite. The Spider-Man franchise, along with the Marvel Entertainment Department, is meant to entertain us during this difficult time. They make new stuff for us to have fun and enjoy. Marvel is very unpredictable when it comes to movies and video game making, so we can expect a whole lot more from this game. We don't know for sure right now because all we got is a teaser trailer with no gameplay yet. For all we know, Spider-Gwen might make an appearance. Maybe Norman Osborn will be the main villain. We're not sure. All we can do now is save up our pocket money, get the PS5 once it's out, and play the game for ourselves. This makes the hype even more real for both the console and the game. Now that is some marketing strategy you got there, Marvel, to sell a game. Same goes for you too, PlayStation. And that concludes today's video. But what are your thoughts? Will the game be worth the money for both it and the console? Let us know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.